Hi everyone, Myrtle Schmergle here reporting from planet Earth, Western Hemisphere, United States of America. I hope all of you are enjoying the beginning of this Mercury retrograde. You know, I just did this great reporting on what I'm going to say now again, but right almost 3/4 of the way through, the recording is going great. I'm feeling wonderful, and all of a sudden, something comes on, and it stops recording. So I'm stuck in the middle. So I have to record it again, which I'm doing now. So I'll make it quick. All right. We have this fantastic total lunar eclipse coming up, May 15th through 16th, 2022. That's 2022. Can you believe it? I'm like, we're in the space age or beyond the space age already. And no matter where you are on the planet, you're going to feel it. But those people that are living in North America, South America, Africa, and Europe, you're going to be able to see this total lunar eclipse. All right. So I'm trying to get you prepared so that you can experience this amazing lunar eclipse in the mystical realm. All right. Now, if you listen to my last broadcast, I told you my experience, mystical experience of the solar eclipse, which was incredible and just phenomenal. And we talked anyway, you got to listen to the other broadcast. Now, here's your homework. You have to get grounded to the earth. Is so important, not only for preparation for this eclipse, but for your own health and well-being. There's so many people that are disconnected electrically from the earth. You know, the earth is a live being. She has a personality. She has a consciousness. She has a soul. She is a live being. You know, if she wasn't a live being, we wouldn't have all this great live beautiful things growing on the earth, the flowers, the trees, vegetables, fruits. You know, it would be like a dry, dead planet thing, all right? And we wouldn't even be here because we can't live on a dead, dusty piece of hunk, you know, flying around the universe. So this is a live being. Goddess Earth, you know, well, that's why we call her Mother Earth. She's alive. She's our mother. And she emits electrons that we need to be connected to. We need to be in harmony. It's like, you know what it's like? It's like breastfeeding from your mother, all right? We need to suck up those electrons. We need to connect electrically with our mother. Otherwise, we get disconnected and we get all these diseases and the body gets weird and out of balance. And that's why there's so many weird diseases and people are sick and mentally disturbed and, you know, it's a mess. So we have to get grounded. Now, it's funny that they call it earthing for earthlings. So what does that mean? That means you're connected electrically with the earth. So what better way than to walk around with your bare feet on the earth? Now, if you can't do that, let's say you live in the city or the suburbs and you know, there's concrete all around, get a chair, take a folding chair, drag a chair, schlep a chair, whatever, to a little patch of grass, a little patch of earth. Sit down on your chair, take your shoes, your stockings, your shoes off, your stockings, your socks, take them off your feet and plant your feet flat on the ground and sit there for 20 minutes. And I know some of you may think, 20 minutes, that's a long time. No, it's not. That's not a long time. Not when you're being healed from the earth. It goes really quickly. And here's a really fun thing to do. When you're sitting there, you can mentally imagine the portals in your feet open up, and then it'll absorb even more energy from the earth. You're going to get the electrical connection. You're going to get the electrons into your body because you're connecting with the earth. But it's really fun to just open the portals because I feel a lot more. And also what I like to do is just lie down on my back. I get a sheet and I lie down on the ground and I lie on my back. And sometimes I'll well, I'll take my shoes and socks off. You know, I bend my knees so my feet are on the ground. But other times I just like to lie flat on my back. And then I feel so connected to the earth and energized. And I can feel the energy coming into my body. And that enables me to feel connected to the galaxy because I'm sucked down and I feel I'm one with the earth. Anyway, that's me. So we need to do that in preparation for this Sunday, Monday, total lunar eclipse. It's going to be very spectacular, very important. There's going to be a lot of energy going on, not only mystically, but in all sorts of realms and physically, spiritually, mystically, because the moon is going to be the closest. They call it a supermoon. It's going to be the closest. No, it's not going to have a cape or anything, no costume. It's going to be the closest to the earth this month. So that's a lot of energy going on. Now, I want to just tell you a couple of things. You're going to say, well, what do you mean by, grounding, earthing? First of all, you can look it up. Don't just believe what I say. Look up earthing or grounding to the earth, and you'll see what I'm talking about. There's so much information, but it's been scientifically documented that it does physically affect the human body. It restores the electrical connection with the earth, which is so important, because if we don't have that connection, that causes a lot of imbalances, causes a lot of free radicals in the body, and a lot of diseases are a result of that. So listen to this. People that have done earthing or grounding, here's what they found. I'm going to read this. They found that afterwards that they've done grounding, people have reported significant relief from rheumatoid arthritis, sleep apnea, asthma, other respiratory problems and conditions, PMS, hypertension, pain reduction. It reduces inflammation. Do you hear that, everyone? It reduces inflammation. Stress, reduces stress. So then we get into the emotional component. How many people are stressed out? And that so many physical conditions are caused by stress alone. It improves sleep, blood flow, energy, and people feel a great sense of well-being. And here's something I think is kind of funny. The medical community, they have to, make a term for things. So they've called this electron deficiency syndrome. Electron deficiency syndrome. That's when you're disconnected from the earth. There's so many, we're getting bombarded by all these x-rays and stuff coming from satellites and, everywhere, the internet, and my gosh, you can't, even in your house, you're being bombarded by, all these weird vibes that are unnatural. So it's so important, all right, to be connected. So do that this week. Ground yourself, lie down, take your shoes off for 20 minutes. If you could do it every day, that would be fantastic. So that's a start. Now we're going to continue our broadcast this week to prepare you for being in the mystical, all right? Okay, here's my fairy chimes. Myrtle Schmergle signing off for today. Bye-bye.